without a European team. And it isn't changing today. EU #1 versus EU #2, but neither have hoisted a trophy, both with something to prove. Vatira sits on top of the world. His wingmen fierce and determined, but they face a force of nature, more adaptable than any. Defense is winning matches, but this is the wall. First is the wave. Karmine Corp versus Liquid starts now.
The European battle for domination has built onto the world stage.
A rematch of the Winter Invitational, but this time it's a semifinal at a major. Last time it went 7, James. What do we get today?
Well, only time will tell. Team Liquid going up against the blue wall. Team Liquid, they won the last European regional, but Karmine Corp won the other 2. And already we're seeing aggression coming out. Itachi, up the side, now Vatira, slow plays, beckoning the defender, now up, Exotic couldn't make the touch. Now it's hit back downfield to the corner, Itachi trying to force it up, Oski around Itachi, now off the corner, Vatira barely dodging that demo attempt on the back wall. Team Liquid keeping Karmine Corp back.
Yeah, good cuts there from Team Liquid. Just preventing K-Corp from getting in. That's a good bump from Exotic. This Vatira with not a lot of boost here. K-Corp looking to put the pressure on Team Liquid, but giving up possession in Liquid trying to break out.
Chronic, the corner. Itachi looking for the pass. Oski up. Running Atto. Atto down. Ground pinch attempt blocked by Exotic. You can tell both teams just putting the feelers out. Trying to poke and prod and find that weakness. This might be one. Awkward ball for Vatira. Rebound out to Oski, but Itachi comes through.
Exotic was there trying to read that touch from Oski, but great defense again from K-Corp. And a matchup that means so much to go to a final. Not to mention a matchup that if K-Corp wins, they'll qualify for the World Championship.
And that is hard to believe. And it puts into perspective the domination that Karmine Corp has been able to achieve. Itachi getting demoed off the pitch. Now the shot blocked by Vatira.
What a dunk from Vatira, forcing Liquid to their back wall. But look at Chronic's out here. Decent first touch. You know, Liquid, they have just been dominating the offensive stats in this tournament so far. This one dunks right in front of the net, and it's Exotic who will put it away for K-Corp.
And talk about that dunk. This one at midfield, Oski trying to pass across. And then I believe that was a Chronic who didn't even flip into that challenge. And Karmine Corp, they get an easy one there.
Challenge game going in favor of K-Corp and rewarded with a goal.
Vatira must be happy with the start so far, going for the musty. Itachi infield, quick reaction by Exotic, will lob it down. Atto will stay on the ball. You saw Oski jump for it as well. Wonder if that's a little bit of nerves from Team Liquid.
And Exotic behind the ball. You can see K-Corp really threatening with the air dribbles, just forcing Team Liquid to go into the tackle as Vatira butting heads with the Chronic. But it feels like K-Corp holding a lot of possession here on the Team Liquid side. Team Liquid looking for some space, looking for some time, and maybe this is it for Oski. Vatira's gonna pre-jump him. Oski, well, he's not gonna get by Vatira.
Chronic challenged again. This 50 is gonna be tough. Vatira testing Atto, but Atto on low boost comes out on top. Oski flip reset, double flip reset, going for net, but it's turned aside.
You're gonna see those theatrics throughout this series. Both teams so capable on the ball. And that's the threat that Oski presents. Double flip reset just like that, but here comes Itachi and K-Corp as a Chronic will shut him down.
Patience now for Karmine Corp on their back half. And we'll skip across to the other side of the field. Itachi beating out a Chronic yet again. Oski dipped towards the middle. A Chronic trying to control it on the first touch. But Vatira will take it up high, calls for help. He's out of boost. This could be awkward for Karmine Corp. Oski waiting for his chance. Rebound out. Vatira on zero boost, going back for more. Atto going for the bump. Exotic makes the save. Vatira bumps. He's wide open net, but doesn't have enough boost to put the shot through.
So much work done from Vatira with no boost. Bumping players out of the way, winning 2 challenges. Unstoppable force, even without the boost pickups, and Liquid couldn't break through.
That's poised, shown by Karmine Corp, especially Vatira, to be in that zero boost situation and not to panic. And now trying to get a pass out to Itachi. It's cleared out. Exotic, late to the play. Atto trying to stay on it. Infield pass attempt. Leaks out to Acronic. First touch control. Now late flick, trying to go high, but again, Vatira out in front of the box, making the stop.
Good pressure here from Team Liquid. That was a fantastic first touch from Acronic just a moment ago to give himself the space to attack the net. It doesn't have to be so direct. You can bring that ball down and force the defense towards you. And with 30 seconds left, Liquid running out of time here in game 1.
Getting into the danger zone. Team Liquid, only 20 seconds left to make the play. The defense from K-Corp has been unbreakable. That's a good challenge. Lobbed up in front of net.
What a pass.
To Atto. Atto denied! Itachi getting out in front of it. Vatira, he's been low boost for so much of this game, trying to melt these final seconds off the clock.
Still up. And Exotic there to meet it, and K-Corp looking to drop it down. They'll take game 1.
And that was a nail biter, Corelli. The only thing we saw in this game offensively was that dunk on Atomic, or on Acronic rather, who was trying to take his time on that play. Got dunked. Ball bounced off the ceiling, down and in. Other than that, it was a complete stalemate game 1.
Oh, it certainly was. And you can see Liquid trying to get inside on the K-Corp side, but like you mentioned, the challenge game from just Vatira alone, let alone his teammates. I mean, how good has he been defensively for K-Corp for so many regionals coming into this major, showing it off against a very, very, very high-powered offense from Team Liquid?
Oh, and there's the Mobile One high-performance replay of that play. The dunk coming out, the goal. Exotic doing so much work on that play. And oh my goodness, this one a nail biter, Corelli. But for Team Liquid, you know, yesterday we saw their high-powered offense. They have 3 of the most dynamic players in the game offensively, but this game they were completely shut down, and there were so many times where Vatira was on zero boost and low boost in general for Karmine Corp, but they were still able to make those saves.
I mean, that's just what's so incredible about K-Corp, and I think for Liquid, they have to be a bit more creative, and you could see them being a little less selfish on the ball. Great passing plays across the box, but even then, K-Corp was still able to get the read, but it was good signs coming out from Team Liquid to not be, as I was mentioning before, to not be so direct. You can't go straight for them. K-Corp are just too good defensively. They know what you're going to do. You have to be more creative on offense, and if there's another team aside from K-Corp, I'd put it on Liquid to show that creativity.
And certainly, you know, depleting your opponent a boost is over half the battle. Once you get them where you want them, that is when they are vulnerable to those fakes, to those passes, to that extra little bit of creativity that gets it around that jumping boostless defender.
And even then, Vatira made it look easy in that situation. So what do you do if you're Team Liquid? And of course, a long series ahead. As we mentioned before, it went to 7 last time in the Winter Invitational. We've seen this one be a dogfight between K-Corp and Team Liquid. It is not an easy matchup for either team.
But at the same time, Corelli, there is something to be said with the fact that Vatira has already done it, already won it all, already has a major title. And when you are a young team like Team Liquid, yes, you can have all the ability. Yes, you can have the talent. You have the ability to win it all, but to be there mentally, to believe that you can win it all against the best, it's a different thing altogether.
It's a great point. Vatira, last player in this tournament who's chasing for the first time in the new era of RLCS, a second major win. No player has that quite yet in this new circuit style format. Vatira could do it here today, but he's got to go through Team Liquid, and right now they started off on the right foot, James.
They certainly did. It wasn't necessarily the most stellar offensive performance, but what it was flawless from Karmine Corp. And now we're getting ready for game 2. Karmine Corp up 1-0. Team Liquid looking to bounce back.
We'll see. A little break in between, see if Liquid can come out with anything new. The pressure was there, James, we talked about it. You've got to convert though, and that's hard against this K-Corp squad.
Hard, I don't know if that word does it justice.
Oh my!
Maybe it's impossible. Vatira with the air dribble bump play.
And this one felt like 15 seconds in the air from Vatira, and he gets a bump through 2. And then it comes off the backside of his car, and K-Corp, in the first 15 seconds, strike first.
Taking down 2 opponents in 1 jump. Itachi now going for the double. Chronic trying to speed around. A bit of a panic touch, gave up possession in front of his net. Exotic will leave it for Itachi. No, decides to take it. And now a bit of confusion for Karmine Corp, leaving the net vulnerable. A save from Itachi, follow-up from Atto. But Vatira calmly takes it over to Exotic, now working on the breakout.
Liquid ramping up that pressure, and when it gets going, it's scary, but right now, K-Corp getting out. Musty flick from Vatira. K-Corp returning the favor here. They're not letting Liquid out, not for free at least.
Vatira to a flip reset.
Oh my.
Does get a dunk. Awkward ball. Itachi overpowers Team Liquid on the goal line.
And you could feel that one coming the second he got that dunk. It was coming straight down. It's so hard for a Chronic to get the read on it. And K-Corp just have to crash the net, and that's certainly what they did. 2-0.
Karmine Corp have been smothering Team Liquid. Team Liquid still scoreless. Team Liquid, an offensive team, so much firepower, but they have been stopped in their tracks, and now
it's home.
Open net for Itachi, and he scores it!
Nobody back for Team Liquid, and why? The challenge game from K-Corp is just too strong. Exotic wins the challenge, and then flicks it over the first man, and he opens up the backfield for K-Corp.
Oh, and that has to be tilting. Karmine Corp, they are in full control. We're not even a minute and a half in. Already 3 goals up. Vatira.
A frustrating first minute and a half here for Team Liquid. Not how you want to start. I can't imagine K-Corp throwing a lead like this. For Team Liquid, you've got to figure yourselves out defensively, and right now it feels like K-Corp are in their heads.
Oh, and Exotic being a nuisance gets the boost steal, driving underneath Oski. Poor Oski gets the boost steal and hightails it out. Karmine Corp, a thorn in the side of Team Liquid. Vatira, the dribble, Atto backwards. Trying to air dribble it to a teammate, but Exotic shuts that down. Seems like Team Liquid, they are struggling to get anything going.
Oh.
But here's a double tap ball, and that's denied off the backboard. Wonderful defensive touch.
When the backboard's not open, Liquid are struggling to break through. A couple of double tap setups have come out, and K-Corp has been there every time to deny it. That's a great flick on from Exotic. Oski's got to stretch out, and he makes the save.
With a spot in the grand finals on the line, this regional rivalry, only one team can come out on top. So far, it's been all Karmine Corp. And Corelli, they are looking like they're outclassing Team Liquid right now. Is Exotic a goal?
Just making it look easy, and he goes right around the pawns in front of him. Oski trying to whip around to get there, but a double tap to push it through, and Exotic putting 4 on the board for K-Corp.
Poor Oski needs to bring up the GPS. All of Team Liquid look lost out there with the way that Karmine Corp has been driving circles around. Team Liquid still have not scored yet.
That is unprecedented, James, here. In game 2, game 1 being outscored. Hold on, there we go. Oski able to put it away. K-Corp very lackadaisical defensively there.
And you can see Exotic a bit awkward, trying to bring it down. Actually ran into Itachi, so that was not the prettiest of defensive plays from Karmine Corp, but that's the first breakdown we've seen.
A little bit of a head scratcher, but you see why. K-Corp running into each other, and Liquid will take it. They've got 2 minutes on the clock, and they need 3 more.
Chronic, patient, but Vatira outlasts him.
And how did Vatira push this one through? The last man didn't even make contact. Vatira really making a Chronic think about it, and he got a piece of it, but it just wasn't enough.
You can see in the face cams, a Chronic just wondering, what do I have to do? How do we beat this team? Vatira and the Karmine Corp squad, they seem a step ahead.
K-Corp fans are loving game 2. Chanting. They know what it means for this K-Corp squad. They felt like the fall major was a letdown, and they've come to play here in the winter major in top 4 and a chance for a finals. Exotic not going to waste his chances here. K-Corp not going to waste their chances, but Team Liquid threatening. And with a 5-1 scoreline, K-Corp just happy to run out the clock.
And Vatira getting bumped, still getting touches on the play. Vatira, now the double tap from Atto. That one, backflip save from Itachi, hits the post and goes out. It is a scrappy game out there, Corelli.
Liquid really pushing now. To the back wall it goes, and this one comes cleanly off, but not far enough. Acronic has to race back, and again, Team Liquid denied off the backboard, and K-Corp turn it around on him.
Oh, and that's a side flip from Acronic. It leads the net wide open yet again. 6-1, Karmine Corp are smashing Team Liquid.
They are throttling them in game 2. And you gotta think, James, after this game, you might have to pull out the timeout if you're Team Liquid. It has not been pretty. You've been held to 1 goal so far through almost 2 games. And it just feels like K-Corp are putting you in the mixer. There's nothing you can do about it.
All you can do is watch at this point as we might see another Itachi. A pre-jump, but couldn't get the shot off. Team Liquid, they at least get 1. But this game has been all Karmine Corp. Pure domination.
Oh,
and now another Vatira. He'll get a hat trick and he'll complete the Brazil.
I know that's the 7th goal, but look how strong Vatira is. Pushing through the last man. And K-Corp, 7-1 scoreline. And K-Corp, James, they've done this to Team Liquid before. You have to go back to the Winter Cup where they beat them 8-1 in game 3 of that series. They have smoked this Team Liquid team before, and you're seeing it now in this semifinal.
Team Liquid, they look lost out there. And Karmine Corp find themselves firmly in the driver's seat. 2 games up now, and this game a blowout.
Absolute domination from K-Corp. And you wonder now what Liquid have to do.
Well, do you call a timeout at this point?
Exactly.
Do you call a timeout? Because
I would.
You just got smacked.
And it sounds like Team Liquid is going to take that timeout, James. So I think that's the right move. You just take a second, right? You have to breathe through that one. And I think for Team Liquid, you have to talk about a few things because, my goodness, it felt like K-Corp could do no wrong.
And I mean, look at the scoreboard. Vatira, a hat trick. Itachi, 2 goals. Exotic, 2 goals. Shots, 14 shots across the board. Karmine Corp, I mean, it is hard to believe that this is the semifinal of the San Diego Major with how badly Karmine Corp beat down Liquid in game 2.
It's unprecedented. I mean, you wouldn't expect something like this, and even though it's happened before, not here, and not with how good Team Liquid have looked. We talked about their offense. Where is it right now? There's no offense coming out from Team Liquid.
They need that extra little bit of creativity. But on the other side, for Karmine Corp, they've just been so patient. I mean, sometimes too patient. You saw the play where Exotic was trying to take time and ran into Itachi, and that was the only goal that Team Liquid was able to score. It was due to a mistake from Karmine Corp. But you cannot rely on mistakes from K-Corp because they are a rarity. And the offense that Karmine Corp has shown, that Vatira has shown, his ability to break through the defense, his ability to generate rebounds, Exotic's quick thinking, his precision. Itachi, they are the triple threat team. K-Corp is hungry for this title, and right now they are plowing through Team Liquid.
We mentioned it before, the fall major. They felt like they let themselves down, they let their fans down. They felt like that was theirs to win. They went out in the quarterfinals, James. Now they sit in the semifinal, and they have made a statement against the team that a lot of people would have also picked for a grand finals berth. They have smashed them in game 2. A team that has been so offensively minded, who's been so strong throughout the group stage. Team Liquid came into this #1 in shots for, #1 in shots against. They had the highest assist percentage as well. They were leading all the offensive stats that you could think of, and yet were held to 3 shots and 1 goal in game 3.
And not only that, Corelli, but the past 2 majors, Team Liquid fell to the eventual major winner. And that might be some foreshadowing here if K-Corp can keep going, and 6 seconds in, K-Corp scores again.
And that's probably the best thing you can do if you're a team coming off a timeout that you didn't call. Immediately score, put them back in the dirt.
Things are starting to get out of hand, and this is where this young Team Liquid team will truly be tested. Exotic, the dunk, another goal! Back down the hatches, Karmine Corp are storming!
All smiles on the K-Corp side. Team Liquid struggling to stop the force that is K-Corp coming through.
13 seconds. Karmine Corp already scored 2 after beating Liquid 7-1 in the previous game. Corelli, the bleeding needs to be stopped right now for Team Liquid.
Got to get your offense going. I think it does come down to possession as well. The challenge game isn't going in your favor. You've got to spread out the field. And K-Corp are happy to keep playing the way that Liquid are. Oski, can he make something happen here by himself? He tries to take the shot, but look at how packed K-Corp are in their net. There's no way Team Liquid were getting through.
Team Liquid starting to have some time on attack. They figure out K-Corp. There's a demo from behind. A Chronic will get support. Atto has Oski waiting in the middle. There's the demo attempt, but Itachi had the play red. Right back.
Oh, he snuck it in.
Oski slips it in near post.
Just snuck out the back door with it. And you can see the bump and tap here on Exotic. He actually got him. And Itachi's touch was not good enough. And somehow, Oski slips that one in on the near post. And Liquid able to come back here. They cut the lead in half. And they make this one a game.
And you're starting to see Team Liquid make different plays. We saw Atto ditch the ball, go for the bump. And that proved to be the right play. Another near post test. This time, Itachi passes. 0 boost. Exotic. Will lob it up. Oski taps it back down, but 2 go. Open net, and it's good! Vatira scored!
And where was Team Liquid on this?
I mean, they double commit. Oski taps it. A Chronic.
No boost. He just picked up the 100. He went to the corner. There's no one home. Double commit there from Team Liquid, and they're flying all over their box, and no one comes up with a challenge.
Really, it seems like the pressure is getting to Team Liquid.
You could say that. You could also just say that K-Corp has just been the better team here.
And they're thriving under the pressure.
Oh, man. It's like they're back at home. They're comfortable. They're on a mission, and right now they're executing.
I mean, this is a familiar scene in the EU, so. Karmine Corp, they're confident. Now a race back. Oski trying to tap it. Boost steal from Exotic. Out of boost for Oski. In a bad spot yet again for Team Liquid, but a big booming clear will buy some time.
Liquid have got to get their offense going. That's a good second touch. Follow-up is there from a Chronic. Anto's trying to get around to it. It comes back down to a Chronic, and Team Liquid within 1.
And the physical play is starting to work for Team Liquid. You see Atto, you see a Chronic, both staying in the play, threatening the bumps, waiting for something to happen, and finally they get another one. It's been so scrappy for Team Liquid's offense, but they're finding ways, and this game's still winnable, but they need this game. Team Liquid has to persevere.
Compared to the previous game, it's at least in reach here for Team Liquid, but they are still down by a goal in this semifinal. We're waiting for Team Liquid to heat up, and maybe it's this game 3. Or maybe it's K-Corp who's attacking again. Vatira looking for 2, drops it down away from the defense, and K-Corp respond.
Obliteration by Vatira. A Chronic too slow. And that is picture perfect, Corelli. Vatira has been out of his mind.
You knew when he had that one clean off the back wall, he was going to put it away, and look at the precision from him as well. 4-2 now, and K-Corp, every step that Liquid takes, K-Corp's right along with them and keeping them at an arm's reach.
Oh, Itachi reading the hit. Oh! Now a save. Vatira! He clears it out again. I don't believe my eyes. That should have been a goal.
That was an unbelievable save from Vatira. And now Exotic trying to put on the hurt. Team Liquid had that ball halfway in, and somehow K-Corp come out with it.
And even the first half of that save with Itachi. Now a demo out of the air, Itachi will catch it into a dribble. Oski with speed, trying to bump it downfield, a miss from Vatira. Out to Atto, Atto up in the air, flip reset, trying to go low, but it's well defended. Now fake from Oski, Oski! Denied yet again by the blue wall!
The defense is immaculate from K-Corp, stopping everything that Team Liquid are throwing at him. Oski trying to attack again, and Itachi, he's got an open net. The spawn comes up, but Itachi trying to go through, the respawn saves Team Liquid.
Atto trying to get creative, you see using the fake, finding the ball over to Achronic. Achronic flip reset off the backboard. Itachi pops it up in a panic. We'll get another touch. Team Liquid collapsing. Team Liquid score!
Finally breaking down the K-Corp defense. You can see all three of K-Corp going after that first ball, and Exotic trying to cover the back wall, but Atto putting it top shelf. And Liquid once again taking another step towards K-Corp.
And Atto really taking matters into his own hands. So many instances in this game. You can see his composed gameplay, slowing it down, going for mind games, going for the physical play. Now off the ceiling. He drives it all the way.
Here comes Team Liquid. And it's the solo play. All three of K-Corp was in front of him, and the chances of that one going in, James, the way the defense has gone for K-Corp is low. And yet, Team Liquid tie it up.
And the whole dynamic of this series has just shifted. Team Liquid have found their footing. Itachi. Locked down.
Oh, my.
Exotic now going for the double off the backboard. It's cleared long by Achronic. Itachi taking the mid boost. Vatira back on the ball. Going for a close range double. But now back into the corner. Itachi. Long clear downfield. Oski up the sideline. Karmine Corp starting to slow down. Team Liquid speeding up. Oski back down to the ground. Achronic moving in. This is the last chance. But we have overtime. Team Liquid, they called the timeout before this game because they know this is a must-win game.
It didn't start off pretty for Team Liquid. They have battled back. They've started believing in themselves here. They've gotten themselves to an overtime, and now K-Corp trying to end it. Here comes the pass over to Vatira, but he doesn't connect.
Vatira on low boost, was just trying to put that towards the net. Couldn't do it. Itachi getting some backup. Now Oski. Oh! Vatira wastes no time!
He says, that's it, you're done. 24 seconds in, it's mine. And K-Corp in game 3 put Team Liquid on match point.
Oh, it seemed like there was a turning point. Atto was on fire for a moment. You saw him making plays. Team Liquid ties it up, forces overtime. Surely the script says that this must be Team Liquid's comeback, but no, Vatira had something to say about it.
He ripped up the script and he wrote his own. And in it, he comes out on top. Game 3 goes to K-Corp, and Liquid, we started to see it. The offense was coming alive. You can see them really start to back up K-Corp. Even in some of these replays, you're seeing Liquid threaten, start to chip away at K-Corp, but it just felt like K-Corp kept them in arm's length and never really let them back into the game. Even with that overtime, K-Corp were right off the rip on top of them.
And keep your eye, though, on Atto. Atto was unbelievable that game. It was a showdown. Vatira coming out on top in that game, but Atto was really starting to heat.
There, speak of the devil, 10 months into his pro career. Hey, that's pretty good, sitting in the semifinal here. He wanted to main the Batmobile, but his team won't let him. That's not right. That's not the team synergy there, and they're gonna need it here going into this game because their back's against the wall right now.
You know, with Turbo retiring, it really felt like the true end of an era. And these are the faces of the new era. Team Liquid, the young guns. Vatira trying to fight for his second major title, a young player himself, pushing the limits of what Pro Rocket League means.
One game away from not only a finals here at the Winter Major, but qualification for a World Championship with K-Corp.
Itachi gets a bump on Eto, but still not out of danger yet. Itachi low boost. Vatira up as well. Vatira taking as much space as Team Liquid will give him.
That's not a good sign if you're Team Liquid. You really can't afford the space over to K-Corp. Liquid, they haven't been able to play at their own pace. They've really just had to take what K-Corp's given them. And Oski trying to take it himself here as it drops down. Itachi to deny him.
And this is for the first spot in the grand final. Karmine Corp has been sailing, but that double tap almost challenging. Karmine Corp now on the break. Chronic trying to get Vatira's way. Nato comes in. Will go for a bump. Exotic full boost. Might stay upfield. Does so. Looks for the pass, but the pass too weak from Itachi.
It's a good midfield here from Team Liquid, just not even letting K-Corp into the final third. Quality challenge there, but it's right back into Itachi. You can see how stacked K-Corp are. Their positioning is their play style. They like to sit on top of each other and follow up immediately. Here's Oski.
What a touch there from Exotic, with two boosts, still getting a hand up. Vatira coming to help out. Team Liquid has been able to boost starve K-Corp in so many instances, but K-Corp always wiggles out.
Oh, that's a good touch. A Chronic can't get over it, looking for two, and Exotic is there to bail out his team.
Vatira back down to the ground. Now pop up, Itachi running on fumes. A Chronic back out, Itachi will boom it. Atto was the lights out last game. Can he shine bright now?
Chronic win here. Again, a great controlling touch. Flip reset to keep it going. Needs follow-up, but again, Team Liquid just can't find the angle on it. K-Corp so well positioned defensively.
And it has been all defense so far for the blue wall. Chronic up to Exotic. This could be rough, but Oski gets a nice touch over Atto. First touch now going low. And the 50, Vatira so strong. Catches the ball. Possession now back to K-Corp.
It was a double demo there on Team Liquid. There's only one man down the field with the ball. K-Corp removing the attackers. This one dangerous and coming across. The shot was wide. K-Corp still preventing Team Liquid. Here comes Oski, and he gets a good touch. And Chronic's gonna go as well. Can he drop it down? Just off the crossbar, and K-Corp get out.
Still low boost, Vatira on zero, has to go all the way to the opposing corner. A bump attempt, Exotic trying to fight through. Exotic gets up to clear it out. But Team Liquid, they're circling. They smell blood in the water, waiting for their moment to strike.
They've got to push through this K-Corp defense. Stellar here in game 4, and they've been tested. Another shot, testing Itachi, and is able to turn it away.
You saw Atto looking for a redirect. Now chance again.
He got it!
Through! Team Liquid break through the blue wall.
A minute and 18 on the clock, and Liquid punching through. Itachi was diving across, and Exotic backflipping. Not enough to stop it, and Liquid get a lead.
So much pressure from Team Liquid. They had a late comeback last game before falling in overtime. Now they hold the lead. Can they get their first game win? Can they keep their life here in San Diego?
K-Corp's offense has not been the same here in game 4. A lot more pressure coming out from Team Liquid. That's just pushing K-Corp back.
Itachi needs help. Low boost again, wonderful 50. Vatira taps it back down to the middle. Back pass, a Chronic trying to stay in the play himself. Now up, Oski will center it. Atto off the ceiling.
Another one.
Flip reset. Couldn't get much on the shot.
Great.
And now, is that what Oski did? It is! Exotic ties in a plate!
It went from a brilliant chance from Oski, being flipped on the head, and then back the other way. He splits the two defenders, and Exotic finds the equalizer with 31 seconds left.
Oh my, Karmine Corp, it looked like they were finally down and out. But Corelli, I guess they never really are.
Major final on the line. And K-Corp battling back here in game 4. Team Liquid, can they push through once again?
Wonderful stop. But Acronic takes possession, trying to air dribble. 50 from Itachi, now to Atto. Atto gets bumped off the ball. Atto trying to dive in. Oski across net. It's still bouncing. Exotic has full boost. Exotic to Itachi. It got tipped. Itachi couldn't keep it up. And we have overtime again. But this time, if K-Corp scores once more, Team Liquid's journey is done.
K-Corp looking for their final here for the first time this season on the major stage. Vatira through 1. K-Corp advancing through 2. Vatira trying to push through the last man, but Team Liquid puts a stop to it.
Oh, the bop, that one getting tipped up. Exotic, it goes for gold, but he couldn't hit it. Oski, clear out, getting some breathing room. Itachi with a tip, trying to force boost out of Team Liquid. Atto bumped off the ball. Vatira to the sidewall. Oski going for that. Itachi floating. What's vulnerable for a bump?
Liquid have got to keep the pressure on. That's a good touch. You can see Oski trying to cut out the lanes. Great clear though from K-Corp. Acronic getting up quickly. Just trying to disrupt, but Itachi across the box. That one dangerous as Liquid picks it up.
Atto, the block. Exotic hovering behind the ball. You can see the stack from K-Corp. Exotic trying to do everything this game. Rebound out, Vatira, 50. High bounce off the ceiling. Itachi off the backboard. Shot opportunity. Vatira to Itachi. Itachi blocked out by Oski into the corner. Exotic still trying to keep the play going, but Atto, the nice clear.
You can see the selflessness from Vatira there. He passed it off to Itachi. Maybe the shot was warranted there, but now Itachi, a touch denied, and Team Liquid trying to circle around this K-Corp side.
Oh, the shot's wide! Atto couldn't hit the mark. Exotic on empty. Atto recognizing, then diving in. Acronic airborne. Looking for a pinch out to the middle. Exotic to the sidewall, bumps all around in the corner. We've seen this before. Karmine Corp stuck on their back line. Can Team Liquid break through again?
Over 2 minutes of overtime. Tensions rising in game 4. And Vatira and K-Corp trying to march to a final here.
Atto, flip reset, late 50. It pops up high. A bit awkward for Oski, gets jostled off the ball, going for a pinch off the sidewall, but it's stifled by Vatira. Now Itachi, over to Vatira. Vatira couldn't get the tip. Itachi staying on the play, looking for a bump. It's a scrum in the corner.
Nobody's got boost there for K-Corp. They had to go all the way back. Vatira just picked up the corner, and now through 1. Vatira to be the hero, to send his team to a final. Maybe it's Itachi. Shot on target is popped up for Vatira, and Team Liquid, struggling to stay with the play, are able to make the clear.
Itachi on the challenge. Atto going straight for net, and Vatira back in the nick of time.
You can see how fast this one turns around. K-Corp threatening immediately off the save.
Itachi, a key touch there.
Over the bump.
Puts it up for Vatira. Vatira didn't get the flip reset. Itachi, oh no, loses control, but gets back in time to 50 it to the corner.
Liquid had time there to set it up. Acronic comes
Demo.
out. Demo comes out. Acronic, not through Itachi.
Oh, Itachi needed to get that after the demo. And now, the counterattack, the shot, rebound, no good. Itachi within inches of ending game 4.
And we keep going, almost 4 minutes of overtime. That was the chance. K-Corp couldn't put it on target.
Itachi trying to bump Oski off the ball and did so. Exotic, so patient, but Atto powers through. Now the pitch, back down the sideline. Acronic beat out, but Oski will go for that. Oh! And Vatira! He wasn't in position. Team Liquid. It was a struggle, but they come out on top.
Off the crossbar and in. in, and you can see Vatira, he just crept up too far. The play developed too fast. And in for Team Liquid, they extend this series.
That was remarkable. The amount of possession Team Liquid had in Karmine Corp's half. They controlled this game. I mean, the one goal that we saw, if you remember, Exotic, he turned a play around that looked like a flip reset scoring opportunity for Team Liquid. He just took a quick control of the ball, split the defense, and scored from long range. Team Liquid dominated this game.
16 shots for Team Liquid to the 9 on K-Corp, and of course that was with many minutes of overtime. You go back just a few seconds ago, maybe 20 or so, K-Corp had the opportunity, James, to end this series. Itachi's shot just going wide, and Team Liquid, lucky that one didn't go in. They get another one back. They win this overtime, and they keep themselves alive.
Oh, and you can just feel the tension, feel the pressure. And now, maybe a little bit of doubt starting to creep into the heads of Karmine Corp. Team Liquid has pushed them to their limits. Now they finally got a game. Can they do more? Team Liquid continue their march. Karmine Corp still on match point.
Gotta take it game by game if you're Team Liquid. And you can't afford an early lead from K-Corp. Chronic happy to throw this one downfield. Team Liquid's offense certainly coming alive in the previous game. Can they keep it going in game 5?
Tachi beat to the ball by a Chronic. Vatira boosted up. Will hit it high. Atto. Back down to the sideline. Vatira to Itachi. Itachi off the ceiling. Vatira will have to leave it. Chronic shimmy and shaking around one. Going for a big musky pass. Double tap pass from Oski. Atto didn't want to dive in. Finds himself on a fast break defense. And a nice stop to the corner from Atto.
Atto had to be perfect on that challenge. The flip reset was dangerous. Now Atto again. A Chronic trying to take a challenge, but you can see how strong K-Corp Born is right over to Vatira in the midfield, trying to take on everyone, and it's straight into the defense. Everyone's going here from K-Corp. They're trying to threaten the Team Liquid side, and Team Liquid able to hobble out, but it's back in the hands of K-Corp.
You can tell a bit more sense of urgency from K-Corp on the offense. There's a pass from Itachi. Exotic denied. Atto tested. Itachi trying to slow it down, dribbling it back past to Vatira. The chip to himself. Vatira going for a flip reset, double tap, close range off that near post wall.
And he had it. He had that flip reset. If it came off that wall, it was going in. Good defense from Team Liquid once again, but they're feeling a lot of pressure here. Demos come out, bumps coming through. Oski there to save the day. And Liquid hanging on here.
Hanging on, but by a thread. Itachi swooping around for that boost. Boost greater than ball in that moment. A gate possession away to Team Liquid. Now the pass out to Atto! And Atto will capitalize!
Another lead for Team Liquid, and we know how that ended up. And a great touch from Oski. Perfectly placed, and Exotic just couldn't get there in time.
And you could see that Itachi was a little bit late to that ball because he swerved back for that boost. And that gave that opening, gave the possession away to Team Liquid, and Team Liquid punish them.
Talk about the mechanics on both teams, but Liquid certainly have gotten more of the press, how strong they are to make anything happen. With those types of mechanics, you can improvise anything, and in a lot of these goals that you're seeing from Team Liquid, they're just making it happen with those mechanics, with those second touches, the flip resets to break down defenses. It's so crucial to their offense, and all three of them are a threat.
Tachi force that ball downfield. The threat assessment on both sides. You can see the threats off the charts. Everyone on this pitch, so deadly in the air, deadly on the ground. Now Exotic showing why. The bomb, Itachi gets blocked! That one was heading for the upper 90.
So smart there from K-Corp, but here comes Team Liquid, a Chronic with boost and denied. Oski trying to go high, looking for two and again denied. Team Liquid trying to threaten again, and K-Corp somehow up for every ball.
Oh, and Exotic sneaks it in. Exotic is stepping up for K-Corp. This time finds Vatira.
And it's so smooth from Exotic. taking his time to get to the back wall behind the ball to push it out towards his teammate. He makes it look easy, and an equalizer found for K-Corp.
A much-needed goal. Team Liquid on a tear, and the patience there from Vatira. Itachi, right to net, over the shoulder, save from Eto. Exotic hammers it in!
K-Corp off the kickoff. Vatira gets a couple of fakes and got a Chronic to bite. And Team Liquid did their best. They got a piece of it, but it still dropped in front of the net.
And we've seen so much patience from K-Corp, but that time Itachi recognizing immediately, I need to shoot this on net. Go now, play the rebound. It was the perfect decision. Now K-Corp are ahead, under 2 minutes left to go. This could be it for Team Liquid.
Liquid do have time though. And Oski's been threatening individually, going for a couple double taps that haven't panned out quite yet. But you know, if he gets one clean off the back wall, he'll put it home. But maybe not before Vatira puts this one on target. Oski to clear it away, and K-Corp threatening again. Exotic gets bumped, and Liquid with some space.
Eto trying to take it into the air, but Itachi breaks up the play. Vatira getting the boost stolen, getting bumped off the ball, but Exotic there to help. Vatira side flips around it. Eto back in control, lovely first touch, reset, going for the dunk through, but couldn't get it.
Scary opportunity, here comes a Chronic, can he put it through himself? K-Corp again, less than a minute now. A Chronic getting a demo on Exotic. Oski, he's got boost, but he can't get up fast enough.
Got slightly bumped, and that slowed his approach on the ball. Now Vatira launching towards the backboard. A Chronic will beat the first attacker. Oski, the pass, bang! The 1-2 play from Team Liquid.
And look how fast they strike off their own back wall. The perfect pass. And slotted away, Team Liquid tie it up.
86 miles an hour. That ball was pummeled.
And here we are again, James, staring down in overtime. Team Liquid's offense, a burst of life here in Game 5, and threatening again.
Karmine Corp. Are they starting to sweat it? Team Liquid starting to hit a rhythm. Exotic though. The pass up. Itachi and field to Exotic. Exotic playing it slow. Going for the corner pass. Will Vatira play it? He does. Plays it back in. A Chronic back down to the corner. We've got overtime yet again.
And once again, one goal for K-Corp into a final. And Exotic looking to be the hero, but again denied by a Chronic.
Nice double tap from a Chronic. Vatira forced to play the ball high. Now Itachi with the catch, low 50. Vatira, cell pass, gets bumped off the ball. Oh, finds himself back in front net. Exotic denied Oski.
How did they still make that happen? Even getting bumped, Vatira still stayed on the ball.
Oh, Team Liquid, they find new life. Vatira in field, it hits off Vatira's head. And he gets the steal of the corner boost.
And Oski ran out. He still gets a decent touch on it. Demo comes out. Itachi's out of the play. Liquid, their time to strike, but they can't hold on to it. And a big clear from Exotic to push up their line.
Eto only 6 boosts at the start of that touch. Double tap off the ground from Itachi. A Chronic was waiting. Full boost now off the ceiling.
He's got options. He's there!
Oski! And the passing from Team Liquid proves to be superior.
It's the way they're gonna win this series, James. What a pass! Over to Oski from a Chronic, and the control was so crucial. Team Liquid battling back here against K-Corp.
Oh, and now things really getting interesting, Corelli. Team Liquid, they call a timeout. I don't even think they won that game. They come back. They win in overtime twice in a row.
And it's the only way they can do it, James. They have to. The Liquid fans, they've been quiet, but now they're coming alive.
And you know that K-Corp is feeling the pressure because they have called a timeout trying to slow down this surging Team Liquid squad.
Wow.
And Team Liquid, at the beginning of this series, it looked like it was going to be a routine decimation from K-Corp. Team Liquid struggling to find their footing, but now they have found it, and it is on solid ground.
I mean, it's just incredible to be smashed in game 2, to rebound, to then lose the next game, rebound, and force your opponent to take a timeout here. Like you said, it felt like K-Corp were on autopilot. It's just routine for them. They came in, they were crushing Team Liquid, they didn't allow them to play their game.
But I mean, Corelli, in a sense, it seemed like K-Corp was always playing that way from the beginning, playing safe, playing calculated, playing measured, letting Team Liquid overcommit, letting them make mistakes. But what we're seeing now is Team Liquid. They are taking the initiative. They are forcing the plays. They are going for the infield passes. They're going for the bumps. The things that were working for K-Corp, sitting back, being patient, that is not working anymore.
And a player we pointed out, Oski, has been and is so crucial for Team Liquid. He has scored all 4 of Liquid's OT winners at this event. He has got the ice right now, James, and he is putting his team on his back in these overtime situations.
But can Team Liquid, can Oski keep this success going? And you can see the smiles, you can see him chattering. Team Liquid feeling good.
It's different, James. It feels like the emotions of this game have swung back, or at least slowly swung back to the direction of Liquid. You looked at their face cams earlier on, they were sad, they were frowning, they looked embarrassed at times. And now, forcing K-Corp to take a timeout into the next game, game 6 on Neo Tokyo.
It's go time! Oski trying to get some help. Oh, and bounces off his teammate Itachi. Solo play opportunity, flip reset pass, and a tip from Oski. Still not out of danger. Exotic looking for the backboard.
You got to think back to all these moments here in this series where K-Corp have had an opportunity to put this series away in overtime, in regulation. They haven't been able to close it out. Team Liquid will not die. They keep fighting. And in game 6, they're looking to start off hot as the demos come out. The shots are on target, and K-Corp, all backed up on their line, make the save.
You can see how hungry Oski is, immediately turning on that ball, putting the shot on target. Vatira, about half of a tank to work with, immediately stopped by Oski, who's hit back into the ball. Atto, big support from Acronic. Itachi, low challenge from Atto, who has been wonderful. The patience from Atto. And now Oski with the mechanics. Still not out yet. Atto, high shot.
Follow up.
Backboard, and Itachi will skip it to the side.
And there's that Liquid offense. You feel like 1, 2, 3 opportunities have to come. And yet K-Corp's defense, boy, they're going to be tested. And now a pitch comes out, and Itachi there to make the save.
Itachi well positioned. Itachi now going for a lead block. Hits it. Has no boost, but gets support. The low 50. Oh! Swept up the goal line by Acronic.
Just when you thought it was going in, Acronic swipes it away. And K-Corp still trying to threaten here. They're holding on to possession. They've got Liquid in a tough spot. Low boost for every player at the moment. Itachi to the sky. It's tough for Liquid to challenge here. Vatira, double tap, flip reset. Can he put it away? Oh, he's too good! That is insane, James!
Vatira has gone mad! That was unreal! The flip reset double tap, he made it look so routine!
That man is unbelievable. 1-0 for K-Corp. Maybe 2.
Inspired by Vatira, gets another!
K-Corp are sailing away. Game 6, and it's 2-0. Spectacular sights as K-Corp rolling in this semifinal now.
Karmine Corp, they have the lead, but Team Liquid, they have been persevering. They have fought back continually in this series. But their greatest test is now, Corelli.
They've done it before. 2.5 on the clock. Vatira threatening another double tap in. Oski coming out from under to make the save, and a 3-0 lead would be devastating for Team Liquid. Exotic not done with the Liquid defense. The shot off the post. Itachi's there, off the crossbar. It goes in. 3-0 for K-Corp.
The ball pinballing around, eventually finding its way into the net. Oski, a brave effort. You can see getting multiple touches on it. But ultimately it goes in. Less than half the game left to play. Team Liquid, they fought back. But can they fight back now? A 3-goal deficit so many times proves to be too much.
4 shots on the Liquid side to the 9 of K-Corp. 2 minutes left on the clock. Liquid need to get something going. This shot, decent, high, forcing K-Corp to go. Acronic has options to his right, finds Oski, trying to give it back, down off the ceiling, and no one there for Team Liquid.
Tachi, the block of Acronic, desperate to get something going. The flip reset, not in the cards. Now Oski, airborne, trying to pass that out middle. Vatira with a tip. That one
there it is.
hammered in, and we've got a ball game.
The first step in this comeback in Game 6, and Team Liquid breaking through, and it was a poor touch from Vatira, as Acronic was there to just jump all over it.
And we know Team Liquid has what it takes to fight back. But K-Corp, they see that grand final spot on the horizon, just 1.5 minutes away.
Everyone going from Team Liquid. The last man, the shot quickly, and big save as Liquid trying to get back.
Vatira going for net. No one's
He got him.
Vatira! That one appears to be the dagger, Corelli. Everyone out. The overcommit. Acronic caught out in no man's land.
Go back to his first goal. He took over. Here, the 4th goal. He takes over again. Liquid pressing up high and just can't push through with possession, and K-Corp make them pay.
Team Liquid running out of time. Exotic and K-Corp, they just need to play boom ball. They just have to clear it out, and that's what they do. Itachi now going for a 50 final minute. Desperation now from Team Liquid. They have to go for it all.
It's looking bleak, but maybe an opportunity. K-Corp just have to lock it down. The grand finals await. And Exotic, maybe a 5th. Flip reset. Oh, yes, sir. Exotic through, and it's 5-1.
You can drive, but you can't hide from K-Corp.
Excellence is required to beat K-Corp. And right now in Game 6, K-Corp on a different level. They've been tested, sure. They gave up a couple of games, of course. But K-Corp looking to be the better team here in this semifinal.
And now with 30 seconds left, K-Corp take their victory lap on the streets of Neo Tokyo. They were undoubtedly the best team in Europe, came in as the #1 seed, and will be cementing their place in the final.
And another blowout game for K-Corp, just to make sure, if you didn't see the one earlier, you're getting it now in Game 6.
And this coming off the timeout, K-Corp not playing any games. And this must strike fear into every other team out there to see the quality of Team Liquid. Team Liquid even fighting back 2 games, overtime winners. But then K-Corp turns it up to yet another level. They get a Brazil again.
The crowd erupting with blue. And for good reason. My goodness, if it wasn't 7-1, we'd be going crazy, but Itachi more salt into the wound. As K-Corp, they got 6 seconds left, they're trying to get 10.
They pour salt into the wound, and it appears to be a mortal blow. K-Corp, they were tested, but ultimately come out on top. K-Corp take down Team Liquid, and they move on to the grand finals.
They evaporate the Team Liquid boys here in the semifinal. A matchup that could have very easily been a grand final with how good these teams have been. And it means a lot for K-Corp. In the fall major, again, let down. Now, winter major, a grand finals berth.
And by any measure, that has to feel like a success. To even make it to a final, but now Vatira has a chance to get another major title. Itachi and Exotic have been playing lights out. All three members of K-Corp look to be in that mental state, Corelli, where you can just tell they are confident in themselves, confident in their team. They believe they can win it all.
And the icing on the cake, with that win, K-Corp qualified for the World Championship right here, right now. They don't even have to play the Winter Major Final. They've made it.
So that type of success, it just makes your jaw drop. K-Corp, they started out hot. They stuttered in the middle, but then they put the pedal to the metal. That shot from Vatira.
Talk about setting the tone for the offense for K-Corp. That was the first goal of Game 6, and K-Corp from then just took over. The lead ballooned to 3-0, and Liquid, they were able to fight back, but only for a moment. K-Corp took over again.
K-Corp, they are certainly the favorites at this point. I don't know how you can look at that series and believe anything else. But credit also to Team Liquid. This is a very young team, and they continue to have fantastic success. And you know, if you're gonna lose to any, K-Corp is a pretty good loss, but even in this series, they fought back. They called that timeout. They weren't able to get the wins, but they showed a lot of poise, and I think they grew this event.
And not to mention Liquid, every time they lose to the winners, we'll have to find out in that final, but that's what they keep saying, and it's true.
All right, well, Corelli, that's enough for us here. We've got Subi on the main stage for an interview.
Karmine Corp takes the victory today and punch their ticket to the grand finals. First off, huge congratulations, but I gotta know, how concerned were you after Liquid got a little bit of momentum there and got those overtime victories?
Yeah, obviously Liquid is a good team. Like we know they can come back like they did. They play really well. But like in those two games, we played really well as well. The ball didn't want to go in, I guess, and they come back and they played well. But yeah, we knew we were going to win anyway.
Well, with that, you guys now are officially 4-2 over Team Liquid. Seems like you now have their number. You've figured out their play style. What did you guys do better, other than scoring, that they did today?
That I wouldn't say. I would keep it for us. But yeah, to be honest, we just play better. Like we know how they play. They know how we play as well. But we manage better the game.
Now, I don't want you to look too far into the future, but I just want to know, because I'm sure you've envisioned it, what would it mean to you to be a major champion?
It would mean a lot for me, for my teammates, for everyone. Like we want this more than anyone in here, and we're going to give it our all to have it, to win it.
Now, I don't know if you noticed, and it looks like they've kind of filed out for the moment, but over there in that corner, it seems like a blue wall has started to build. How does it feel to have that much support all the way in San Diego from Karmine Corp?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like for us, we thought we were going to come here and no one would be there, like at maybe 2-3 people, but there is a whole place for them, and we're really grateful to have them with us. It helped us a lot to perform, and thank you very much.
Well, it's so much fun to watch you on the pitch. We can't see you wait to take the grand finals. Go back, get ready. I'm sure you're gonna have to get warm. And as we do that, let's go back to the desk to break that one down.